Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is meribahMUA. If you're new here, thank you for coming. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. Introduce yourself. Today's tutorial, I just want to do a very natural glam look, something that you can wear night out or that is easy enough to do for daytime. So this is a natural glam look. If that's what you're into, keep watching, and also you can follow me on social media at meribahMUA. But yeah, let's get started. So starting today's look, I'm gonna go ahead and prep my skin with the Dr. Brandt Illuminizer Primer. So I obviously already have my eyebrows done, by the way. So if you guys want to see how I do my eyebrows, I do have some videos on my channel for eyebrow tutorials. So I will link those up here somewhere. But the next step that we're going to be doing is we're going to get started on the face. And for this look today, I'm using the Makeup Forever HD Foundation Stick. I love this stick for very natural, dewy looks. If you have not tried this yet, I would definitely recommend you try this. It's a great foundation. With the damn beauty blender, I'm gonna blend this out. For liquid contouring, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the shade Medium Bisque. You guys know I use this all the time, and I absolutely love this shade. It really helps warm up my face. My foundation is really light, so it matches my neck, but we're gonna warm it up with some contouring. With the foundation beauty blender, we're just gonna blend this out. Alright, now that I have everything blended out on my face, my liquid contour, and the foundation, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in the shade Light, and I am just going to apply this right underneath my eyes, just to get some added coverage in that area. I believe I look a little tired. I'm just bringing this down right here. Now to set my face, I'm using the Mercier Translucent Powder. This is definitely my favorite powder of all time. So yeah, if you haven't tried this either, you guys need to get this powder. And I'm taking a damp cake bake sponge, and I'm just gonna set everywhere where I need it to look a little more matte and precise. While my face is setting, I'm gonna put my contacts in, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I just put in my Desio contacts. I love these contacts, you guys. I love having like light blue or white eyes. I just think it's so pretty. But I'm gonna go ahead and wipe away all these powders, because everything is set, and I'm gonna get rid of all of that. And then, as you guys know, I do love using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. This is another product that I highly recommend, and I'm just gonna apply that underneath the eyes here, just for an added light color. And then we're going to bronze up the face with the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer in Tantric. I just saw yesterday that they are bringing back the Omega Bronzer in the white packaging, which was the coconut scented bronzer. I'm really excited because I tried to buy it for months and it was sold out everywhere. So I'm super excited that they're bringing it back. This is one of my favorite formulas for a bronzer. I just think this is such a pretty shade and it blends out really well. So I would definitely recommend this if you are looking for a bronzer. If you have fair skin, again, it's a very neutral shade. So I really love this. And I can be a little heavy-handed at times, so I'm just blending this out a little bit more. I just really want this to look very natural. So, you know, one of my favorite things is to like push all the powders back into my face once I've applied everything. So I'm using the MAC Cosmetics Fix+Spray. And I just sprayed this all over my face. And that's just to get all of those powders to sink back in. This is going to make your skin look very natural and dewy. So this is something that I do after I've applied powders. And that way the makeup just looks like it's my skin and it's not powdery. It's one of my biggest pet peeves is seeing like super dry skin on other people. I just think it looks really gross when people are like flaky, and I'm just not a fan. So I do my best to make sure that I don't have any of that myself. So I'm just waiting for this to dry. And then really quick, you guys, before I forget, I am going to contour my nose just a little bit here. And I'm just using a slanted shaded brush and the Benefit Cosmetics Hoola Bronzer. And what I do is I just go straight down my nose with this and on the tip. And then I do take it just into the eyebrow area to really define my nose. I think when you have lighter skin, it's really easy to let your nose disappear into your face in pictures. So I really like to do this anytime I have makeup on because I just don't want my nose disappearing into my face. So this is what I do with that. And then with like a blended brush, you can just blend it out so you don't have any harsh lines on the side. Because that can happen too. It's like sometimes you get these really harsh lines and it looks ridiculous. Alright, so moving on, we are going to prep the eyelids here. I'm using the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and I'm just taking my finger into the pot and then I'm just applying it here on the eyelid. For eyes today, we're using the Melt Cosmetics stack, and then this is the Rust stack that we're using. So all the shades in here are very natural, but they are very pigmented. So we're gonna be just using the top 4 shades. The shade's a little too dark, so I'm gonna go ahead and set that one aside. But we will be using this really pretty camel shade, and probably this just a little bit to smoke out the bottom lash. But yeah, so we're taking this top shade here in the stack. It's this really like pretty banana color. It's called Classic. And we are just gonna buff this shade all over the lid. And I'm just using a fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics. They have very affordable brushes. You guys should check them out if you have not yet. I think a lot of people are starting to catch on to the quality of their brushes, and they're very affordable, so definitely give them a check. I'm just doing a really simple makeup look today, you guys. So I'm going to take this next shade. It's this kind of like peachy shade. It's called Antique. And I'm going to go ahead and buff this into the crease, and I'm actually just going to use the same brush that I used for all over the lid, and we're just going to take this right into the crease here. The shadows blend out super easily, as you can see. So we're just going back and forth in a windshield wiper motion. And then the next shade we're taking is the shade Rubbish, which is this really pretty caramel color. Yeah, I kind of like always use these shades, but it's such a pretty go-to. So I'm taking this on the same brush and I'm gonna buff this into the crease where we buffed that other shade. And this is just gonna build up a more deeper tone in here. We're just doing the same, we're just taking windshield wiper motions, moving back and forth. With a blank blending brush here, I'm just gonna buff out the edges here and make sure they're super smooth. And then next I am taking this dark shade here called Rust. And we are going to lightly tap this in the corner of the eye. So we've just kind of created a shadow on the end there. With a tighter brush, I'm going to drag the shade Rust underneath the lash line on both sides. And with a fluffy brush, I'm just going to buff this out underneath the eyes. I really want it to look smoky and not like a harsh line. So we're just buffing this out here. And then I want to take this shade again. This is the Rubbish shade. And I want to just apply a little bit of that underneath the eye here. The cool thing about these stacks is they're magnetic. So it's like genius for these pans. I love this brand, Milk Cosmetics. These are so freaking cool. So alright you guys, so I'm gonna put on my eyelashes and mascara and everything off camera, but I will list everything in the description box below if you want to see what products I used for that. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So I've got the eyelashes on. You guys, I freaking love this makeup tutorial. It is so pretty. I'm like a huge fan of these like browns, peaches. These are my favorite colors. Okay, so before I forget, I do want to put on a little bit of blush. I just bought the, well I didn't buy it, but I used my points for the Sephora rewards for the Nars. They had a Nars pack and they had the little blush pack for Orgasm, and I was like, oh, I need that. I love the Orgasm blush. Obviously Nars Orgasm is like the best blush, and I have it in the liquid, so I was like, I need the powder too for when I travel. So we're gonna just pop on a little bit of blush here, and then we are going to do some highlighting. So we're doing like a natural glam glow. So I'm using the Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizing Veil. This is one of my favorite highlighters. It's very natural. It's like, it's just super, super, super natural and pretty. And I'm just a big fan of this. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on. I'm gonna use this fan brush. I haven't used a fan brush in forever, so we'll see. So you see how pretty and like natural that is? I just feel like sometimes highlighters look so highlighty that it almost looks, you know, it's just like, oh hey, I just put all this highlighter on my face and you can tell, which is like fine. Like I am guilty of it too, you guys. I love putting on a lot of highlighter, but my biggest pet peeve is when girls highlight the tip of their nose and it's like this huge glob on the tip. Like when I highlight my nose, I literally just go boop, boop, right in the center. And then I just take like a little bit of line, and then you even want to like rub this out so it looks super natural. But like some girls, they get like this white, like they look like freaking like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but with like white. It's so too much. And so yeah, let's see, what do we have next? Lips. Oh, actually, you know what? I am going to use this Tarte Fake Awake eye pencil here. And we're going to pop this onto the inside of our eyes here. And this is just going to brighten up the eyeball. You don't have to do this. I just like this because it makes you look more awake. But some people have a hard time putting something in their eye, which is totally understandable. You just, if you do that, you eventually build up a tolerance to it and it doesn't bother you anymore. So for today's lips, we are using the Milani lip liner in All Natural. Y'all know this is my favorite lip liner ever. And then I'm trying this new shade by Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick. This is the color Naked. If you watched my liquid lipsticks favorites and hate it, I talked about this formula as being one of my favorites. And Ulta had 50% off these. So normally these are, I can't talk. Normally these are $20 and they were 50% off, so they were $10. Math. And I had like $9 rewards, and then I had a 20% off coupon too. And as soon as I got the email that these were half off, I went to Ulta and I got 4 shades, this being one of them obviously, and my total ended up being $15 after tax. I got 4 Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks for $15. So I felt like I like robbed Ulta. Like the cashier kind of looked at me like, bitch, you know what you're doing. And I was like, yeah, I do. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the lips. I thought this would be too nude, but I think it looks pretty good. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this is too nude for my skin tone, or do you think I can pull it off? It's almost peachy, so I think it looks okay. But yeah, so that is that. No. For setting spray, I'm not going anywhere today. I'm honestly just gonna go to Goodwill and drop some stuff off. So I'm just gonna use my Pixi Makeup Fixing Mist. This is Rosewater and green tea. This is very refreshing. I also did just buy the Mario Badescu sprays in the, I think it's like the aloe and green tea, and then I got the Rosewater one, but they're in my bathroom, so I'm not walking all the way over there. Whew. Probably put too much on, but that's alright, that's alright. I'm just gonna pat my skin with the brush here, kind of press in where I just sprayed the setting spray. That is it, you guys. That completes the final look for this natural glam that's easy to do. You know, this look I think works for day and night if you are just wanting to look very pretty for work or for school or whatever the hell you're doing. I really like this tutorial, so I was very happy with how this came out. I think it's really pretty. Probably noticed by now I tend to gravitate, like I said, towards browns and deep browns. Neutral colors. They're my favorite. So yeah, this completes the final look. And please don't forget to click that subscribe button before you leave my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Also comment down below, let me know what your thoughts are on this look, and you can follow me on all social media platforms as usual at meribahMUA. But thank you guys for stopping by on my channel, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.